before vegan, before plant-based, there was ITAL. And on Saturday, July 15th, it's the ITAL Food Fest. ITAL is vital.
Hello, my name is Paula and welcome to Dimensional Dialogues. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so now so that you can be made aware of whenever we're dropping a video. Now, today's episode is going to be a very special guest. I so admire young people who have taken a decision and actually stick to it and walk their talk. And this is one such person. My guest today is YAGA Lifestyle. And if you don't know him, you need to go follow him on IG and also follow him on YouTube. This is a very special young man who is making massive strides in the wellness sector. So at this time, without any further ado, I am going to add him to this conversation. Yaga.
Yaga. Much love and respect.
Yaga, it is such a pleasure to have you on today. I was just saying while I introduced you that it is so refreshing to meet a young person who is walking their talk, and you are one such person.
Definitely.
You're not just a bono Babylon. You have gently sidestepped Babylon and have created your heaven on top of the earth, overlooking all of Jamaica. So tell us about what it is that got you to this place. What shifted in your consciousness some years back to bring you to this place?
It's again, thanks for introducing me that way.
Yes.
Yeah, you make me blush, you make me feel good. You
Yes.
make me feel important.
All right.
And
Yes, important things. So I have to pick up the important things when them done. You know?
true. And also it's a privilege to be sharing the space with you also because I really admire you and look up to you and the work that you're doing. You understand? Showing the world and your followers and the people just a different way of living and everything. Just be aware. So really, really love that you're doing the work.
Yes.
You're not just talking it also, you're doing it. You're doing. That is the key, doing.
Doing.
So I appreciate all of that. And it's just love and happiness and sharing and educating.
Yes.
And let people know so there's a different way.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Now with Yaga, this is Yaga from YAGA Lifestyle. Yeah. And as Paula was saying, where I start is not long ago, but it's just, probably like 12, 13 years now. It start with my.
That's good. That good.
I feel I should have started longer, but not done before time. Definitely.
Yeah.
And it started with me just observing my surroundings and questioning things. Is this so? Why? Just asking questions that nobody asks or people afraid to ask.
Yes.
And going all over the place and trying to get answers, going to seminars, listening to people and people you're listening to, when you check the background, they're not there, but they talk so much about it. So I stopped listening to people also. I just do everything. I do everything, basically. And I realize I'm not getting the answers I want. So I just try something where people would just say foolish. I just start talking to myself. I start staying on the roof at nights, looking up on the stars and questioning the stars. If the breeze blow, I ask the breeze a question. The flowers. Yeah, so I just start work with my surrounding, my environment, nature, everything. And them is the one I put the answers to. And trust me, that's where I get the answers also.
Wow, that's a powerful explanation, Yaga, because what I have observed like you is that a lot of answers lay in books, but there's a certain point at which you start to read books and you realize that people are just regurgitating the same things that they have read and somebody else wrote and they read that, you know what I mean? And so I find it interesting that you actually went out and questioned the stars and you questioned the breeze and the wind and you listened for the answer.
Yeah, and that's where all my answers come from. So is the environment, is the stone, is the sun, is the trees, the herbs. Yeah,
Yes,
so that is where I start. I just try something. You understand? Nothing done, nothing try.
yes.
So yeah, because I wasn't getting anywhere. I was going in circles. And always believe in this thing. Something come from my father is patience and observation. And him
Mm-hmm.
said that is your pencil and your book in the school of nature. And I
Wow.
say, what you mean by that, Pops? And him say, yeah, man, patience. You have to have patience because not done before time.
Yes.
And nature teach you through observation. If the ants can teach you, the wind, everything can teach you. But I never understand it until I get older, as I
Wow.
say. And that's where the journey starts. Now, it's not easy. No feel says I walk in the park. You
I
have
know.
to really want it. You
Yes.
have to eat, sleep, dream it. But you need a motivation, you need a cause. And I use the knowledge that nature taught me
Mm-hmm.
to help motivate me. Because I always tell people, like, if they teach you something in January,
Mm-hmm.
in February, say you learn something in April, if you never understand what nature put in front of you in January, you couldn't understand what April has to offer. So that was it, like, yo, no man, this not normal. Something really out there guide me.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
mama jump down a rabbit hole, deep, deep, deep heads, Lego everything.
I
And
love it.
yeah, man,
Love it.
it's delicious. It's nice because the
Yes.
reward, I can't talk no till forever
Yes.
about the rewards and how, but I'm gonna try put it in a nutshell so people can understand where
Yes.
to start.
Yes.
So it starts from convincing yourself that something wrong. This is not something wrong with the environment, something wrong with the system, something wrong with you. Yeah, you have to know say you're sick before
Yes.
you can start heal. And you have to convince yourself
Mm-hmm.
say you're sick. So it's not just say, all right, then I want to heal, I want to get better, I want to come out of the system. No, you have to really believe and really want it from at a molecular level, from this every cell inside of you.
Yes.
You have to vibrate on the same page with them
Yes.
before you can start. And that is where I get healing.
I
You
want to ask
understand?
you a question. I want to ask you a question because I have a feeling that a lot of people who are listening to this are going to are at that point where they're questioning reality, they're questioning the system, and they
Mm-hmm.
are actually questioning it from the molecular level, from the cellular level, because some of them have discovered that they are sick. They're
Yeah.
actually experiencing physical illness now.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to someone who is at that point right now? They're listening to this, they see us talking about it because we have taken some action. What would you say to that person now? Because most of them are listening to this because they want to make that shift, but they are afraid. They're afraid to leave the trappings and the comforts of home, the trappings and the comforts of what Western society calls a comfortable environment, a home. I'm looking at you,
Mm-hmm.
you look very happy up there. Me see pure blue sky,
What?
me see bush, me see sunshine, me see you walk through a
Yeah,
couple.
man.
I mean, I see sunshine in every room.
Yeah,
So
man. Ah,
think
yeah,
about
man. First, the question: how they start? Like, what to do?
that.
We have to be straight up, Paula. It's not for everybody. You have to
Yes,
just be real. You understand? Be real with them. But
yes,
for those who is on that vibration,
mm-hmm,
yeah,
mm-hmm,
just practice what you preach.
yes,
It don't make sense to learn something and you don't make it be a part of you. I think that you should have learned it none at all. So
mm-hmm,
if nature give you a gift or a talent or teach you something, try and understand it, not just understand it, where you can regurgitate it back to somebody else. You can bring it up back, but make it be a part of you, live it. And
yes,
that is when you get more knowledge. You
yes,
understand? So
yes,
you learn something, use it.
yes.
And the more you use it, then you sell them which say, I can't give you more now. But it don't make sense anyway, then just put it in your pocket.
So it's
I just
applied,
use it,
applied,
apply it. Yeah, make it
applied.
be a part of you. And
Mhm.
then you get more.
So when did
So
you decide to step away now? What is it that made you decide not just to step away, but to create a separate reality? Because in essence, based on my observation, you have created a reality that aligns with the knowledge that you gathered over the years through your observations. When did that
Is
happen?
is when I start realizing, say, me I learn. Not like what school, not a training what school give you, but really I learn
Mhm,
things what I know, me I use it for live, me I use it for better myself.
mhm,
And as I say, continue now, that was what I used to propel me to say, yo, I can't stop. You
mhm.
understand? More and know more. Me I learn like 10 years knowledge or 20 years knowledge in 2 months. That
Wow.
not normal. You
Wow.
understand? And as I say, me apply everything I learn, me apply it because I say if I know it and it can't do not good for me, me no want to know it. Come out of my head.
Mhm.
So I did have to go back to the drawing board and just erase everything what I learned from school. Sorry for some viewers if they don't believe this, but if you have two systems, you have the
Yes.
system of man and you have the system of nature.
Yes.
And whether I have to divorce from the system of man and apply myself, married to the system of nature, and be a part of nature,
Yes.
where you still have rules and regulation like the system out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see from you on that guideline, like you just be obedient. And
Yes.
it's easy because we are of nature, we are from nature.
Yes.
And you just be a part of it and you just obey and just abide by it. You get everything. You find who you are, you find where you're supposed to go, where you're from, your
Mm-hmm.
purpose here. And
Yes.
that's where happiness is from,
Yes.
and it stems from within. So when you hear me say I'm a talk to the stars, I'm a talk to the stone, I'm a talk to the wind and everything and the water, yeah,
It's
oh
not
God,
mad,
man.
mad. It's not mad, mad. You're just communicating.
What amount
Communicate.
of information I get from out of the water, like where I live now, I get the water directly from out of the mountains, 3 miles up, and it will just carry it down to the house, and I can't even turn off my pipe. And
Wow.
like a morning time, yo, I just turn on it flow.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
just say, oh, why you never tell me so that's a life nice, man. So you get that it can't explain. People
Wow.
can't explain, but it's yo,
You
as
know,
Dr. Savior would say, delicious.
wow.
Nice.
I love that story because many of us are afraid. And you notice me say us. It's not
So
say me afraid enough, but I am married.
apart.
I buy a
Mm-hmm.
husband say so if we go up there, so how we going to service the clients and whatever? And I'm like, dude, if you build it, they will come.
Of
I'm
course. Yeah.
afraid. I took a solitary experience when I was in my 20s. I just went up into the hills and lived in a great house
Mm-hmm.
for about 2 years by myself. I had a lime tree, I had some sugar, I had some lentils, and I swear I just had lemonade and lentils for a couple of weeks. Well, I mean, and I was in the silence all of the time and I was by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I had great clarity. I spent many hours in the morning meditating, did a
Mm-hmm.
little work in the afternoon and meditated again. And then a little work in the afternoon and meditated again. And it was beautiful. Nature was beautiful. I was beautiful. I was happy. I was unconcerned.
Nice.
I was taken care of. You know,
Uh
my
yeah.
parents kind of freaked out a little, like, seriously, like, you're not afraid? And I'm like, no. And then them said, but we not worry about she, cause she not afraid. And nothing
Mm-hmm.
hard to her. And it was the truth, you know? So I
Mm-hmm.
get you. I totally get you. But as I said before, there are many persons who are fearful that they will not be able to provide for themselves, that they will not be able to survive on the from the land. I see a lot of people learning about foraging now, which is brilliant
Mm-hmm.
because we need to understand how plants grow, as you call it, the law of nature. We need to understand the law of nature so we can survive in it. And once you can survive in nature,
Mm-hmm.
you literally can survive
You
anywhere.
govern. You govern.
You
Yeah,
know.
man.
So when was it that you moved up into the hills? This project that you are now a part of. When did you begin? And tell me what your vision was and where you are now in relation to
Okay.
your plan.
Yeah, it's like yeah, 2 years now. Yeah, it's not yet fully 2 years, but as I say, when you're in that frequency, you're
Yes,
on that line of nature.
yes,
Well, things just work just like that. You realize we're all creators, yeah, and
yes,
some have it more than some, but it's how you exercise it and how you live based on
mm,
your love. Also, you learn about the electromagnetic, how to pull,
yes,
and thought is electrical, love
yes,
is magnetic.
Yes.
So when you're
I
innocent
love
with
it.
nature like that, you put everything out there and you just base on your love,
Yes.
because it's not the love what you love for yourself, and it's the love what you have for everybody. But first, you have to find it from within, and when
Yes.
you find it from within, you find it within everybody and everything. So
Yes.
when you reach on that dimension of love, where if somebody throws something through the window, it hurt you. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
If like simple things you you connect with, then you can pull things more easier. So you work upon yourself with love, and
Yes.
then you put out your thoughts out there,
Yes.
and you just use love to pull it in. So it's like a fishing.
You
So
see how
that's the next.
you see how you make the thing sound easy.
No, it's not easy, you know.
See a
That's
whole
whole heap of work, whole heap of self work.
heap of people spend up whole heap of money about them going to go do course for law of attraction. And me just hear you simply put it out there where it's the love for
Mm-hmm,
humanity and love for nature and love
mm-hmm.
for everything that is the magnet. I love that. I
That's the
love
magic.
that
Yeah.
you have said it in that way because people tend to be selfish in their perspective and tend to be selfish in their love. And
Mm-hmm.
so they wonder why the law is not working for
Don't
them.
work for them. Yeah, you have to get your love up.
It is
You have to get your love up.
factor of love for humanity, love for everything and everyone. You put it out and it come right back in.
Come right back in. Yeah, man. And yeah, so that's a part. That's how it comes. And then you realize how the system is, and you just don't want to be a part of it anymore. So
Yeah.
you ask nature for freedom, and then trust me, them give it to you.
Oh wow.
Give it to you. Literally every single thing. Right now we grow all the food. 90% of the foods I eat.
Yes.
That's the next story. Like you know about the poisoning, the pests, the fertilizers, and then you realize so we now really get good food. The
Yes.
soil are replenished, them now replenish back the soil the right way. So
Yes.
I'd have to grow my own food.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you get everything, you get free water, you get free light, solar from the sun,
Yes.
and you just yeah, so that's where it is. But as I say, it's not easy, you know. It's a whole heap of self work. You have to work upon yourself, you have to really shed a lot of things
Yeah.
that you've been thought that bad ways within you. You have to go in yourself and evaluate yourself and get rid of things that is not natural, that don't serve you. You understand? If you have a lot of envy, bad mind, if you have a lot of, if you procrastinate, you don't like anything, you're afraid of anything, you have to work on getting it away. So while getting that away, new things, natural things that which was not serving you was suppressed in.
Yes.
When you get rid of that, then the real magic start comes. You say, wait, I never know I could have do this.
Wow.
So you get rid of your bad mind, you get rid of your fear, you get rid of whatever, your envy. Everybody have bad mind. Me did have whole heap of bad mind. I did have to get rid of it. You
Wow.
understand? So when you get rid of it, then you realize something beautiful was there that bad mind was suppressing. You get rid of fear, like you're afraid of things or whatever, you procrastinate. You get rid of that, you realize that something come up. And those things that naturally was a part of you from creation, that is what you use now and put them together and just create make magic.
Right. I
So
mean, I am this conversation to me is very valuable. Why? Because we tend to read a lot about stuff, hear people, the celebrity speakers talk about things, but to
mm-hmm,
hear one of my brothers in my land talk about it and
mm-hmm,
explain clearly to me how he had to do the self work, the inner work, the shadow work is what them call it, where you
mm-hmm,
literally go inside of yourself and say, but this
mm-hmm.
this
Have to go.
not here. This don't need to be here. I need to get rid of this aspect of myself that I no
Ah,
longer resonate with. I need to get
mm-hmm,
rid of bad mind. I need to get rid of envy. We sing about it in Jamaica,
mm-hmm.
Every other
And you have
song.
to tell yourself, say you have it. You have to tell yourself you have it, because of me, I'm in a bad mind. No, no, I'm in this, man. And it did it. You see,
Yeah.
if you do it, a mad person don't know them mad. You understand? So
Hmm.
you see, if you do confront yourself, even if you have it, even if my bad mind did like 50%, but now like I'm gonna carry it up to 80. I tell myself, say, yo, a 50 me identified, 80 there. Come on, when I get rid of it, I don't want it come back.
Right.
So you have to tell yourself, you have to admit it, you have to convince yourself in
So,
order for yourself to say you're ready. And no, you really need to change. Because if you can't say this about you, you need help. And
yeah.
that's where the help come from within
Hmm. Hmm.
and the environment. So
Let me ask you a
you're
question
right.
because a lot of people feel like when somebody says, when you acknowledge what's wrong in you and you try to fix it, some
Mhm.
people feel like they need to get help from someone else,
Nope.
and they
Oh,
feel,
oh.
you know, it's almost like them outsourcing
Mm-hmm.
work that they're
No,
supposed to do.
it's not
Outsource.
gonna work.
You can't
Mhm.
outsource your inner work, right?
You have to do it yourself. That's why I say, that's why I do. Books is good, you get some good knowledge from it, but it's best if you can heal yourself because you're not supposed to go to a doctor ask him what's wrong with you. You're supposed to know what's wrong with you.
Of course.
And that goes with everything else, you understand? So you're totally right with that.
Yes, yes,
You're
yes.
going outside for it, and the problem is within.
Right. It can't work. It doesn't make sense to 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 have the inner work that you are responsible for doing and to go and outsource that. So I'm saying, if you have had trauma is a little different and you may need some help to clear that. But most of the work that needs to be done by you. It needs to be done in the silence. It needs to be done out there in nature, right? I have a question to ask you, Yaga.
Yeah.
Because me not like when people just come and tell me say them just go outside and them just listen to nature, right? Do you consider yourself to have certain spiritual gifts that allows you to be able to hear what nature is saying to you in the moment?
Everybody have it.
Everybody have
Everybody have it. Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody have it. But you don't give yourself a chance to know say have it.
Mm-hmm.
So as I say, it's important to go out in the greenery, spend some time out there, talk to yourself, solitude, just be by yourself.
Yes,
Understand?
yes.
And
The
spend a
colors of
quality time
nature.
with yourself.
The colors of nature, that's a vibration. The sound of nature, that's a vibration. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. All right, let me ask you a question now. Yeah, because I'm curious. Because I want to do what you doing now. It's not a short term, I want to do it long term where I take a decision and I step away. How easy was stepping away? Did it feel like things magnetized to you, and once you took a decision that you're going to do it, things started to flow, or was it very challenging? I ask that question because people don't like challenging. People get scared of challenges and people won't give up. There are a lot of people who have made the first step, they bought the land, but them still, every time you see them say, boy, I don't go up to the land yet, and I planning to do something on the land, and
Yeah.
how easy was it for you?
It wasn't easy. Let me tell you. Nothing will come out successful is
Hmm.
an easy run. You
Yes,
understand? The
yes.
greatest can tell you. They've got the hell and tribulation.
Your sound is dropping a little. Your sound is dropping a little.
Sorry, boy. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Hmm.
I'm saying nothing easy.
Yes,
Nothing easy was about it. Yeah. The greats can tell us when they reach to that level of heights, them they have to go through some whole heap of tribulation.
yes.
So don't think it's a walk in the park. Don't expect to be a walk in the park. You
Hmm.
understand?
Hmm.
Expect hardship, expect pain, expect crying, expect the worst,
Hmm.
because that's where the glory is. You have to really experience the bitter
Yes.
before you can appreciate the sweet. So
You.
even like you have the hurricane, like look at my papa tree. We have a
Yes.
papa tree. You see it drop down?
Yes.
If
What happened?
him yeah, you see if them not get some good push, him
Yes.
not dead enough and him not dead enough. But him have to realize them need the hurricane for know say, yo, me need to push my roots them farther. Else
Yes.
me gonna tumble down, you understand?
Got
So
you.
if you not get that push there, you're not gonna really get where you're supposed to go.
Hmm.
So it wasn't easy,
Hmm.
and I did have to go through it and experience it
Yes.
before I can really smile now and pack up my foot and say, yo, game over. Literally game over. Like a zero game. Yeah.
Yes.
I just have play up about the stages now because certain little things I did miss, you miss out on, you want to
Yes.
experience it back again. But yeah, it did rough. It never easy.
Yes.
But
But
it's
here I
nice.
am. I'm looking at you now, right? And you look happy. You are. You're easy. You're just a flow, right? No. I tell you something. Sometimes when you connect with people who are considered, high levels of consciousness, when you connect with them, you kind of have to step back a little bit and say, wait, they're not this them call guru, call them no killer, and them dark and them turning a diva. You're like, wait, a elevated consciousness can be a diva. You understand? You have to do this and you have to make an appointment and they're inaccessible. And the, the first thing for me is when someone becomes inaccessible, it means that they've lost a little part of themselves and they don't remember who they are. And as far as I am feeling when I'm interacting with you, you are very much present to where you are and who you are, and I admire that about you. So commendations on that. You
Thank
know?
you. Really
Yes,
appreciate.
yes. Tell me now about the journey into healing, wellness, providing herbs and providing lifestyle, um, making it available to people who cannot be here in Jamaica. I know many, many people internationally and locally have sought you out for your tonic. I hear it's a powerful tonic. I hear it set everything straight.
Your man is powerful, man. Is
Video of you up in the hills with the man them put together the herb. Tell me about that journey. At what point did you realize that you have the power, you acquire the knowledge to be able to put those things together? Because it's not a normal behavior that.
no. All right. So it's a part. It's still on healing
Yes,
and how to heal.
yes,
So first, we don't have to question it and find out. All right, healing. Where does healing really start? You
mhm,
understand?
mhm.
Because there are people that you can do a whole heap of yoga. You can eat. You can eat
Perfect.
the richest food
Yes,
perfectly.
yes,
You can do breathing exercise now till thy kingdom come. Exercise, walk. But to tell you the truth, and as I said, just being real with you, know, that's not where healing begins.
yes.
It starts from up here
I agree.
because you will feel good after you do your stretches. You'll poop. You feel good after you do the breathing because you bring oxygen to the brain.
Yes,
But it just will go back if your mind not ready. You
yes,
just will go right back to square one. So 90% away and 98% away, we're starting in the wrong direction. And I
yes,
wonder how comes the reach the finishing line and we have to do everything.
yes,
Guess why? You not address up here. You have to address the mentals. You have to condition yourself. You have to know say you're sick and the body now go in healing mode. Now
mm,
that's when the food, the breathing exercise, the yoga, the stretches, the walking, that's when that apply to the body. That's just maintaining health.
yes,
But healing starts up here.
yes,
So health is maintenance. Just like you buy a house, you have to paint it, you have to sweep it, you have to clean it, you have to rub down.
yes,
That's how you address the body. So you
mm,
have to check up here, so
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then maintain it with a good food. So that's where now, after the whole dimensions of love, finding me, expressing it, that's
mm,
where now healing starts. And that's where nature started introducing me to the medicinal plants of Jamaica.
yes.
Because that Jamaica was a pharmacy of the world one time.
Of
People
course,
used to travel all over the world come here for medicine, I don't
all
know
all the
why they hide
pharmaceutical
the
companies.
good
Yes,
information there. You
yes,
understand?
yes,
We have the best sarsaparilla, the best chaining root, the best strong back, Guinean weed, blue vervain. Listen to me, people. Jamaica have the best of everything. So that is when now nature, you have to have love to you, because nature just not going to introduce you to the plants and say, yo, talk to them. No, you love have a high for
yeah,
some plants, give up them secret and share with you. So it's just a communication with the herbs. But as I say, you fix the mental
yes,
and then the body now will lead and follow you.
yes,
And that's where the plants come in now, where we start put compounds together based on the molecular structure of the body,
yes,
different organ systems, and then you realize it's the same plants now have the same mineral or them on the same vibration.
yes,
And you just find them, you put them together. So you have the iron weed, you have the sarsaparilla, you have the chain root. When you look, all of them high in iron, high
yes,
concentration in iron. You put
yes,
them together, you adjust the blood. You find out the next organ system, the pancreas,
mm,
ovulum. You find the herbs and with that mineral, you put it together, you make some for diabetes. So it's
mhm.
just understanding the plant on their level and also understanding the body on a biological level. And
Nice,
that's how you heal.
nice.
And yeah, it's
That's
love. It's
that's
love.
a beautiful thing because I want to ask you a question because I firmly believe that become um preloaded with this information. Some of us come preloaded with this information,
You're
right?
right.
Do you know if there's anybody in your lineage that used to do this before? Because what
Yeah,
I
man, my granny. And
oh my goodness.
I wait after me find out, after people them used to say I'm mad. And
Yeah.
then I realize that them same people that come to me who did them say I'm mad. And
Yeah.
then one lady say, no, say, granny did do just like you. She used to collect herbs and care gas, Scotland and Canada. I mean,
Really?
I never know that.
Wow. See,
So
that's
it's
a
a,
good
yeah.
question. It's a valid question. Because what I realize now that I'm talking to different people who have, gifts. Because for me, putting together healing herbs and blends and tonics is a gift. And usually that gift runs in the lineage of whomever is doing it. I interact with a lot of people who are making natural blends, whether it's soaps, whether it's drinks, whether it's skin products, hair products. And one of the things that I know is that them just get up one day and say, I'm going to do this. And literally they just start to do it. And
But
I
now I cut you. But now I
thought,
cut you. You're right,
yes,
because just like say your father is a carpenter
yes,
or a farmer, and then you say you got foreign and you do this and that. The moment you go to Babs, and go back to yourself, you're gonna find yourself a draw towards farming. It's
yes.
just natural. You understand? Just like if you leave the road, don't drive on the trees and crack through. So
Bring
you
it
are gonna
back.
get pulled back to the lane where you're supposed to be. So
Yes,
valid point. I love that. It's
yes,
real.
yes. It's a real thing. And you know, when they talk about genetics, they will say to you, you are your ancestors because you carry their bloodline, their DNA, and the memory of their experiences. So it's like they never die. They are inside of you. Their knowledge
All of
is
them.
inside of you. Their
All of them.
wisdom is inside of you. Their
Mhm.
experience is inside of you. So, on that note, where do you think you see yourself in another couple of years in terms of your vision for what you have chosen to do and what you wish to do for humanity? Because I know that you have thought about that. I know
Yeah,
that you
man,
have.
it can't stop here because I keep learning more, just opening up to me. And back to where you said a while ago, where your ancestors live in you. You see, when
Mhm,
you side note, trust me,
mhm.
people try study biochemistry. Why everybody just even if you don't know nothing about biology, just look into it, even just the basics, the level organ systems.
Yes,
Know the body. You understand? It's key. Everybody should know it like them life depend on it. Just like
yes,
you buy a phone and you go on YouTube and you learn about the phone, and you buy a car, you learn what type of gas to put in it. Study on the body. Not beg on it. Just know on the body because everybody is different. Now
yes,
back to what I was saying now, where your ancestors live inside of you.
yeah,
If you understand biochemistry on the level or on any level, you
yes,
realize that it's just the best of me and the best of your partner come together and make a baby. You're not
yes,
gone away. Your
yes,
parents, them the inside of you. Them say wanna drop on head, drop on shoulder, is
yes,
because them the oh no. You
yes,
understand? So you live a good life, your opinion them are go alright. Your opinion them are gonna get it. You understand?
yes.
So it's
I see
key.
that.
Now
I
with me, it's just letting go, freeing up. You
mhm,
understand? Don't get distracted. So your cells them now can lead you to the path where you're supposed to depend. So me
yes,
is a herbalist, somebody else is a carpenter, somebody is a mechanic. You
yes,
understand?
yes,
Just free up yourself and you'll know where to go. You don't need to go, what am I supposed to do? What am I there for rate it? It's already inside of you.
yes,
Just free up yourself and your body will lead you in where you're supposed to go. And you say, blow up. And that's this easy and it's nice because you're meant to do this. Because
yeah,
train themselves, you want to do this, you want to fly plane, you want to be lawyer, that the day in your genes, leave it alone. You're going to train yourself and have a miserable life for the rest
yes.
of your life. So,
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. So
yeah,
to me, that's the
free
most
up.
valuable thing that you're
Yeah, just
telling
free up.
people.
And then you'll know what to do. It's not hard.
Yes,
It's easy.
yes,
That part is easy.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Very
So,
important.
yeah, with me, It's just lone herb same way. I still a content that part here can't come out of me. Then I'm a blood. As Paula did I say. So I just have to learn more, I come out with stronger compounds, I just have to heal the world. You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
And I see a couple years from now, I have it in a chokehold. Like anybody. Well, I start already. There's not known to man that I know I can reverse. I'm
Yeah,
the person willing to heal, I can heal you.
yes.
But it just gonna get greater. So
Right. I love that. From the person is ready to be healed.
I
You
can
can
heal you.
you can do
Yep.
the you understand enough biochemistry and about the plant
I'm
compound.
about the plant. Because it's not the plant healing, it's your body heal itself, Yeah. The plant only assists with removing the mucus or removing certain things, but it's really the body. So if I'm you ready for listeners are then, I'm not gonna come in other way, I'm not gonna obstruct the body from healing, then that I can administrate the plants, the herbs,
Yes,
and you heal. So
yes. I want to ask you a
that's
question because there are some people who say herbs. You shouldn't take too much herbs because then the body doesn't know how to carry out the functions by itself. True or false?
rubbish.
What's your
Depends on the herbs where you're taking. Rubbish. You see, if you drink too much water, you can get sick too. Your
yes,
body will tell you to stop. You'll feel and know, say, yo, no, I'm not supposed to take some no more. You
mm,
understand? So the moment you start take it, you're not gonna overdose. Your body will tell you stop. Your kidney just push it through. It now gonna get digested. It just come back out through your urine. You
right?
understand? So
I'm glad
when
you're
it comes
making
to
that clear.
medicinal plants, yeah,
Yes,
you can take it. Don't worry about that.
right.
Unless you force yourself. It's
Yes,
a different thing that.
yes. Because I've spoken to a number of medical practitioners, and they have said, um, one of the problems with Jamaican people is them go and take bush tea, and then when them liver is damaged, them come to us, and we can't do anything more. But I would like to say that those people had liver issues and imbalances before they even started to take the herbs.
But wait, Paula. Them have a point, because they can't really bash everything them saying. Them have a point. They say if you go some some boil some chain root and sarsaparilla and guinea weed and put it and drink it
Yeah,
just like that,
yeah,
you can damage the liver for sure. You have to
right.
let it cure. Just like green juice. You can't just blend up, you're not supposed to just blend up green juice and drink it. So them have a little
You
truth
see,
to
I
it.
didn't know that. I want you to let's get into that point. Let's get into that point.
Yeah, green juice. When you
Mm-hmm,
have blend up any form of green juice, make it sit. The
mm-hmm,
longer it sit and marinate, the
mm,
better it is fair. But if you just blend it up, so depending on the ingredients also, because some
right,
people love to use moringa. Moringa is something you have to take enough of.
right.
So
I
yeah,
had to learn about moringa the hard way, right? So let me tell you
so
what
yeah, you have to
I
be careful
is.
when and you need that's why we have people like me, You
Yes,
understand? Just like you have a doctor, you're not going to Dr. Lee, you're not going to take up doctor things and go
yes,
juke yourself.
yes.
So it's best if you can find a holistic doctor, herbalist, and then based on your body type, your blood type, your age,
Mm-hmm,
your weight, your height,
mm-hmm.
then I'll know how to administrate the herb. So it kind of tedious in a sense. It makes sense.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
yeah, man, you have to be careful.
I wanted to ask that question because sometimes people will say to me, so how do you take these herbs? What is the exact measurement? And I'm like saying to them, listen, when you go to a buffet, um, do you take an exact measurement of rice or gravy or pork chops? No,
Take it in the full.
you just eat it till you're full or eat till you're satisfied. And
Exactly.
most
Same thing.
herbs are actually plants. And so if I had a plate of callaloo, I would eat until my belly full, right?
Mhm.
Some of the healing herbs are potent, but they won't, you can't overdose on them like how you'd overdose
Exactly. Your
on,
body I gotta tell you, your
on,
body I gotta say, pump your brakes, stop. Cause you gotta feel it.
yeah,
You stop when your body says to stop.
yes,
Simple. Don't follow him up. Have a different body like you are drink like 3 glass and say, if I drink 3 glass, and if I 1 hour after drink and your body says stop, stop.
right,
And when
right,
you feel feet again, you go again.
right.
Simple.
Because so with herbs, I mean, I always tell people, listen, the universal measurement is 1 teaspoon. What is it? 1 teaspoon to 2 cups of water. You can't go wrong with that,
You
right?
can't go wrong with that. You can not go overdose.
Exactly. Plus, one of the things that is also very interesting about plants and the healing properties of plants is that your it's a code, and even if you take a small weak amount of it, your body still will respond very quickly to it because it's natural.
It's natural. It's natural and it assimilates with you.
Right. So, you don't need to have a very, very, very strong cup of tea. You can have a moderately strong tea and it will work. Another thing people tend to miss about teas is that they'll say, I have this problem, let me drink some tea to help. And then drink one cup of tea every 2 days. That
And
cannot
done.
work. Cannot
Mm-mm.
work. It
Nope.
took 5 or 6 years to develop this imbalance. So you're
Or
going
if you done in a one day.
to
Exactly. You
forgot.
spend some 15 years and you get diabetes. I expect the roots to just help you. One swallow.
Yeah.
No.
No, you have to
Uh-uh.
take a certain amount over a certain period of time for it to really start to bring the body back into equilibrium and so
Uh,
on.
and you have to understand, let's say you need a herbalist too, because certain organ system or certain cells in the body have a lifespan. So, like for
Mhm,
example, the blood have a lifespan of 4 months. So you can't just
mhm,
take iron for 2 weeks and things like yeah, the blood. No, you have to get rid of all of them anemic blood there while you're on the
mhm.
iron. So when the new blood cells them
And
born in a rich iron environment, and that's how you get rid of anemia. So you can't just wait for just quick thing. You
yes,
understand? So
yes, yes.
it's a
So
whole heap of little.
So the
Go ahead.
recommendation here is that yes, you can do your research online. Yes, you can buy certain herbs and you can go and drink them. But if you have a specific condition that needs to be addressed, it would be advisable to consult a herbalist because they understand the herbs
Mhm.
and how they will work with you at an individual level to address the issue. Correct.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I could talk more about freedom now. The people them want to know if come free in a Paula. I have to tell them. I have to
Yes.
tell them where to start. Cause we give them a little sites tonight. So to
Yes.
fix the mind, people will have to fix the mind. You
Mm,
understand? The mind have
mm,
to fix, the body will follow. And when the mind fix, then know your work. You maintain it. You have to maintain the mind because the mind have trillions and trillions of neurons and whole heap of things are going in there. So you have
mm.
to maintain it. So by maintaining it now, that's where healing is. And
Yes.
that's where now you can create. All the way a creator. You
Yes.
understand? I just
Yes.
forget we forget. Some
Yes.
have it more than some, but we can make magic. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you something. You have two elements on the periodic table, hydrogen and oxygen. You
Mm-hmm.
see them come together,
Yes.
you get something wet. You
Yes.
get water. Listen, hydrogen, you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't touch it. Same with oxygen. But when it come together, you get something wet.
Yes.
A magic that that a
Yes.
water H2O. And
I,
just imagine say, well on, just imagine say that magic there make up 90% of you. So you
mm,
tell me say you're no magic, you can't make magic happen. Listen
wow.
to people and have to think. And have to think. Up here magic there in a way.
Yes.
But as I say, relax in yourself, come out of the rat race, and then you'll know your purpose, your position here,
Yes.
and how to heal and fix your body.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
man,
Yaga.
mind.
So now for those people who are watching and they want to come up
Mm-hmm.
and have an experience, tell us how we need to do it. I mean, to come and link up with you and so on. Because, guys, I've been invited and I will be going. And when I go, we will share, the trip. But are you available? Are people welcome to book a stay with you up there in the hills? Or tell us a little bit about that offering. Okay, Yaga, I think I've lost you. I have lost you. Okay, so I have lost Yaga. Let's see if I can have him rejoin. I am here. Exit and return. Yaga.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Ah, we're back.
We are back. Yes, yes. So you're telling us now that it is actually easy to come and link you and actually have an experience. Is it that you have accommodation so people can actually stay, or do
Yeah,
you
man.
just do 1 day trips? Tell us what you do so that people who are interested in having this experience can come.
All you have to do is go on www.yagalifestyle.com or
Hmm.
link us up on Instagram, same Yaga Lifestyle,
Yes,
and just make book your reservation. You
beautiful.
understand? I'll talk to one away, and then we tell you how to come about here. Yeah,
Right. So you
simple, simple. Just come here, just contact us, and we'll go from there.
right. So you do wellness retreats.
Everything. We
So
do
that
everything. We don't fully start. We don't fully start that part out yet, but it's
yes.
there. The option is there.
Okay.
And
So
as we say,
that's
we
it.
talk to you, we interview you,
Yes.
and then we'll go from there.
Right.
Yeah,
Based on
very
what the
straightforward.
on the needs of the person or the group is excellent. Excellent.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
This is beautiful, Yaga. I have to just thank you for being this example to all of the people who are watching, all of the people who did call you mad. Who's laughing now? Who's having the last laugh? No, they must stress about bills and so on, and you up there on the top of the world just
No
talking.
bill, no light bill, no water bill, no bill in the world.
Yes,
Natural, ultimate freedom,
beautiful, and
absolute freedom.
freedom is the aim of most people right now. I want to ask you one last question,
Hmm.
right? And it's a question that I am personally asking you because I struggle with it. I observe what's going on in the world, and it stressed me out. And I'm like, okay, what can I do? Um, what do you suggest? Do you suggest that we just create a path for ourselves and walk it and invite who want come, or do we energetically spend time and energy trying to fix the world? What do you do?
Them always say, be the change you want. So, yeah, you start from yourself. You have to start from yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Yeah,
Yes.
you can't say I help somebody else. The China them say them always saying, climb the rope with monkey by your back. As you go up there and then you fling down a rope and help up. So you have to start from you. Just start from you. Don't be about nobody else. Man. You just be like a selfish. Selfish is good in our way.
Yes.
It's not always bad. So you have to be selfish and fix you.
Yes.
And then you can fix everybody else. You understand? So everybody just need to looking at for themselves. Don't look next door, don't look up, don't look down. Just look within.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
That
can start right there. So. And we
that
can do it together. You understand? Because we're people. Communicate, we come together like how Paula do for her thing, me I do my thing. And then we collaborate. See, me just meet Paula. I love
yes,
my lady a long time
yes,
now.
yes,
Trust me.
yes,
Lots of meet her, so.
yes,
It's like this. Them work here, people need to know, say, oh, there's hope. You're not
yes,
gone.
yes,
People like use that word, but the magic there.
yes. So
And
so we just need to come together and make magic because
come together, yeah.
Yeah,
Work on yourself,
mhm.
and you automatically work on everybody else. So,
That's it.
I,
That's it. That's it right there. It's a beautiful
yeah.
thing. So I look forward to working together with you, Yaga. I can tell you, uh, I can tell you straight up, we are going to be doing a retreat together. There's no
Of
question.
course, but
Of
of
course,
course,
of course, where we're bringing in the herbs, we're bringing in the food, we're bringing in the experience, we're bringing in spending time by the river, we're bringing in walking through the bush, maka jukyo, you
of
know,
course,
learn the bush,
eating
eat the food, make
proper
them
proper food.
work on your land. Whole nine yards. It's an experience, right?
Yeah, man.
Right. And that's pretty much what we are all about. Wellness Experience Jamaica is really about allowing people to have different experiences that they may be interested in here in Jamaica. And Yaga Lifestyle is definitely one of those experiences. So I'm looking forward. Everybody can just continue to stay tuned, continue to follow Yaga Lifestyle on IG, look at his website, see what's going on over there, and follow my page because eventually we are going to announce a retreat where we're going to come together and we're going to offer something for everybody who is here in Jamaica as well as for people who live abroad because there's nothing like the healing herbs of the land that you were born in. And that is why, Yaga, I'm grateful to you for putting together these herbs for the people in the diaspora who cannot get the herbs that they need from the land of their birth. Because people forget, but you have brought that knowledge back. You are sharing it with the world, and we thank you for it. So keep up the amazing work, Yaga.
Yeah, man.
Keep the traditional wisdom blazing, protect it, nurture it for the good of humanity and all of those to come.
And it's not necessarily me, it's
Yeah,
Jamaica. Now,
Jamaica,
I am an expression of Jamaica.
you're a
So
steward. Yes.
I'm expressing Jamaica. I'm a tool for nature and an expression of Jamaica. So I am expressing Jamaica. Jamaica need people like we for sure. Show up our true colors.
That.
Because she bossy,
Oh
but
yes.
you don't know. So that
Yeah.
is what my role here is.
I
So
love
it's
that.
love.
I love
It's love
that.
and happiness.
I love that. Love that. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm looking
Definitely.
forward to coming up the hill. And when we come up the hill, we are gonna share it with them so I can see what they're on.
No, no, show them. Show them my father can walk up the hill.
Oh,
I
well,
fall afraid of courage. I
well,
fall no ticks. Afraid of ticks bite. Because they're not the package, you know. They're not the package. You have to come. You have to go way up in the mountains. I'm going to teach them about the herbs. I'm going to pick them. I'm going to show them. We're going to
yes,
come make tea. Come in
yes,
the kitchen, make tea.
yes,
And we're going to express it. So
yes.
it's love.
Well, beautiful. It
Love.
sounds good, but I can't walk bush, Don't feel sad. I know Chris Biscuit. This, I'm a geologist, so it's pure bush.
All right, you hear?
I
When
feel
you hear people, she going to show us that she can walk bush. All right. I mean that if you laugh off her if she can't
only
walk bush, you
thing
know.
that
So,
I might struggle with is the cow itch and the ticks. Yeah, and
no, we're not a joke. That was just joke. That was just joke. We're not a cow or no ticks.
yes, okay, very good, very good. All right, Yaga, thank you again.
It's a privilege.
It is
Great
a
honor.
pleasure. It's a
One love.
one love. Thank you.